Alright, welcome back to the channel. We are going to put together here like a quick 10-minute guide on how to make money in Tier 1. Let's just tag this on as like episode 3 or 4, whatever we're on for Tier 1. It should be a quick one. So we are at a PQ in Nordland. Right east of the war camp. You can see we're getting a bunch of white items off these guys. Not a lot of greens drop. But once you get to about level 11, 10, 11, you can do this PQ with any class that has AoE. Any range class can finish the PQ. You might not be able to finish it because there's a hero at the end. And you'll have to kite them around. Range classes can kite them around. Everyone else can't. Clearly. There we go. We're pulling about 15 guys at a time. Just taking them out. So you're going to get a bunch of drops off these guys. Now these drops don't sell for a whole lot. A couple silver a piece. And then the guys themselves are dropping about 40 coins, 50 coins. Or maybe 30, 40 coins. So every 2 guys you get about a silver. But what we're looking for is we're going to sell some of the more valuable items that eventually will drop if we kill enough of these guys. Plus you're completing the PQ, which is going to give you war tokens that you can buy some PvE armor with, maybe skip a ward. And you can do this all the while you're queued up for scenarios if you're not interested in roaming around. Which in Tier 1 is very hit or miss. So any die we find, I mean the green ones you might keep because they're only worth 2 silver. The ring, the ballistics ring, that'll sell. Ooh, I just got one of those automated emails they implemented in the game for I think hitting level 11. So they added something where if you hit certain levels it gives you like a bonus. Alright, so regen a little bit. Oh, scenario pop. We're gonna do one more pull before we take this. So these guys are all level 5 or 6, so they do way reduced damage to me. I'm 5 levels higher. And I got a bunch of AoE, so I can just destroy them. So I'm looting 15 guys at a time. I think it's better... Oop, there was something. It's better to loot 15 guys than at 5 levels lower than one guy at the same level. So blue staff we just got. Alright, we're back from the scenario. I'll add that as like an episode, whatever the last episode of Tier 1, we'll throw that scenario in here just in case you're interested in seeing it, but I think we got about 7 kills. So we'll try and finish off this PQ. Keep farming greens and stuff. There's someone here. Alright, with a tank here, we'll definitely be able to finish this with no problem, with no kiting involved. So this is an easy one. There's 6 champs, then you gotta click some bodies on the ground, so we'll pull all the... Checking my money there. So these bodies that are on the ground, you gotta click. There's 15 of them. They respawn, or they reset after a little bit. So if you can't find one, just they will all reset, and you can click the same one multiple times. So there's one in all the tents. Alright, he got the rest of them. So then some worms pop up. I'm gonna pull a bunch of these, get them out of the way. He doesn't have taunt, or it's not up. Alright, get rid of this other champ. And he taunted the hero, okay. So hopefully he's got the hero on lockdown. If the hero hits me, I'm in trouble, but I can kill the 2 champs. You don't have to kill the champs, they're gonna beat on me because he can't taunt them all. And I'd rather them be dead. So finish off the hero. Alright, so with an AoE class, you can do this PQ in, I don't know, under 10 minutes. And we got some blue shoulders in there. You can take those. You can sell... Well, that one said bind on pickup. Sometimes for certain classes, that purloined shoulders is a bind on equip, so you could sell that on the auction house as well. You might want to take that instead of the war tokens. But we did find a couple other blues that just randomly dropped. A ring, a staff. So I'm going to sell all the white gear. Even though some of it might be useful for another character, I'm not rolling another character. Alright, so we are back at the chapter. We just rode west a little bit. Cut that out. Over here is a merchant. We're just going to dump all our stuff that we didn't need. No, I was saying you might want to send some of this white stuff to another character, because I do suggest you use the white armor in tier 1. But for our purposes here, we're just trying to make money. We're going to sell it all. Those might be able to sell. But let's see. The weapon, I think, is useful. The ring's definitely useful. The blues are useful. I think 847. We were at like 7 gold, 40 silver before we started the PQ earlier. 7 gold, 30 silver. So we made about a gold. Alright, we go to the auction house in Altdorf. We search for some of this stuff just to get an idea of what the prices are at. So that gun was... We're just going to undercut everybody by quite a bit. Because we're just trying to sell this stuff, so we're not trying to get the maximum amount of profit. We just want it sold. Like, no one's... Whatever that guy had it listed for, no one's going to spend that. Alright, blue items are a unique case because it depends on what's on the blue item. So we should be able to get 250 for that. I would buy that for 250 just to get the blue fragment for another class, which I think other players would too. So it might not even be someone that's going to use the staff. Like, they're looking for one of these talismans, right? So these talismans, I can make a level 4 talisman, which are going for about a gold, 2 gold. I can make anywhere from a level 1 all the way to a level probably 20 talisman from the fragment off that staff. So we'll check the prices. I think 250 is good because of the stat that's on it. And that's kind of how I price the blues here in tier 1. I undercut, plus I'm thinking of the person that would buy it just for the blue fragment if they salvaged it. So say the purloined one, maybe someone needs a wounds or whatever's on there. They want a wounds fragment. Or sorry, a willpower fragment. Alright, willpower fragments aren't very useful, so we're going to keep that one pretty low. But if that was like wounds, right, I would look at what a level 1 through 16 wounds talisman goes for. And I would price my blue according to the talisman price, not the actual armor piece price. So 250 seems like a good price for that. I think those two-hander might have some value, just because then you don't have to spend money on weapons. Or crests on weapons, rather. Oh no, they don't sell for shit. 20 silver. We're just going to sell that to the vendor. And then the rings are always worth money. People will always buy the rings if they're appropriately priced. Which for me is undercutting everybody. So willpower, toughness. And what is it? It's ballistics. So if I was to roll a new character, I would spend 250 on that for my new character, because that's nothing later on. So between all the items for sale, we got 750, 865, 905 gold we have listed. Plus we made a gold and a half off the selling all the stuff and looting all the characters. So that's about 10 gold you can make off the PQ in about 10 minutes. So have fun out there.